Have you subscribed to this channel? Please subscribe to my channel. Please like, share, please share, please share, please share before you continue watching. Share, like it, share. Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. This is Koti, your host on Moments with Koti. Koti is a mother of triplets. She is married and one child extra. That's a mother of four. I am based in Abuja. I live in Abuja, Nigeria. So where do you live? Where are you based? Where are you watching this from? So today is my monetization party. In actual sense, I'm not supposed to do another video because I want to save myself the stress. But I heard in my spirit, wake up, have your bath, do your makeup, and talk about mortgage in Nigeria. A lot of people do not know. In fact, you'll be shocked that a lot of people actually feel that until you live in the UK, in Canada, in Australia, in Germany, in fact, until you live abroad, you cannot access mortgage. No, there are mortgage facilities in Nigeria. And what is mortgage for someone who is asking, what is she even talking about? Mortgage, in a layman's sense, is when you see a house you love so much and you do not have the money to pay in full. What you do is you go to the bank, pay them a little amount of money that you have. Then the bank will spread out the balance for you, maybe in months or in years, depending on how much this house is. And then the bank pays off the money to the owner of this property. The bank keeps your document, and by the time you are done paying the bank hands over the documents to you. So it's just that in Nigeria we pay house rent yearly. In Nigeria we do buy cars in full. Outside the country you can buy your car and pay in piecemeal, like you spread the payment. You can buy a house, spread the payment. You can do so because in Nigeria we pay house rent yearly. A lot of people do not know that there are other simpler ways of paying bills, buying your properties or doing other stuff. So we are going to break it down and I'll give you example. I know a lot of you have not seen me wear makeup. I woke up this morning. If you look at my brows very well, for those who are good in makeup, you'll notice that I did not carve my brows. I didn't groom them. They are just scattered. But I used my pencil to arrange them, and then I used my concealer to highlight them, to give it that beautiful touch. So back to what we're talking about. We all know now, if you have not known what mortgage is about, you know now what mortgage is about. We have some banks, some mortgage banks, we have some commercial banks, we have some savings account banks that just do savings account where you just have your money to save. Those people can also have an estate they want to develop. Always find out from all the mortgage banks, find out from them, do they have estate they want to develop where you can also pay in, you can pay monthly as saving with them. Then when it's time for them to allocate this plot, you stand a chance of getting this. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I'm not even one of their agents, but I just felt that there are a lot of people who have money stashed somewhere that can actually give them mortgage, but they are not using it because they feel that in Nigeria you must pay in full. There are better ways and other ways of getting your properties without having to pay in full while you live in Nigeria. For example, if you see a property that is 100 million naira and you love it and want to buy it, what you do is that if you have 50 million, you pay to the bank. Then they would now know how to do the calculations for you depending on how many years they want you to spread the payment. So when you see a house that is 30 million, don't be afraid, approach the bank. There's another way of buying properties in Nigeria where you see a property that is maybe over 600 million or 1 billion. You approach the bank and tell them that, offer them the house at 1.5 billion. When they give you the 1.5 billion, you pay the owner of the property the 1 billion, maybe negotiate it to 900 million, pay them 900 million. You have made an additional 500 million on top. In that case, you can either refurbish the house and use it for apartment buildings where people come in, lodge. You make it all looking like a home. People come in, lodge, and then when they leave, they go you can rent it. It's just, they call it short let or short stay in Nigeria, or maybe in other places where these services are rendered. So you pay them, they pay you. You have people, it's like a hotel, but it's always a short stay. People pay, like people want to stay for 3 months, they pay for 3 months. People want to stay for 2 days, they pay for 2 days. It's just like a hotel, but it's a short lease. Some people stay for 1 week. Do you understand? So you can go into this business and make it worth the while. Like for example, now maybe you don't really have much money and you have integrity, like you have banks you have maybe borrowed from and paid back. I want to assure you that you can actually do this. You go to the bank, you tell them, okay, I saw a property. You saw the property at 30 million, and then you tell the bank that you want to give them the property at 50 million. That why you are saying that is because the property now stands as a collateral. So if you collect this 50 million and send it to, if you collect the 50 million from the bank and the owner of the property hands you over the documents, you give the owner of the property 30 million, you have made 20 million extra from that transaction. You can either put up that place and rent it out for maybe for individuals, maybe if it is a block of flats, people to rent and pay you, or you turn it to a, a an apartment, where a short lease apartment where people come in, pay you, and leave. So that is it. There are many ways. The people who you hear them say, I bought a house 200 billion. It's not like they paid the 200 billion. There's a way, an agreement they have with the bank. They can go to the bank and say, this house is 2.5 billion. So the bank now gives them the 2.5 billion with the knowledge of the owner of the property. This is a negotiation they do. The owner of the property is like, yes, this property has no encumbrances. What do you mean by encumbrances? Meaning that the property is free of any legal issues. It doesn't have anybody struggling the land or the property. It's owned by the owner, and the owner brings documents to back up his proof. So the bank will now deal. When the bank deals, now the bank has the property to themselves, so there's no fear of will the person run with the money, because the person had already done his own turnover. So you can also use that 20 million to stay on that property that is 15 million and bid it and tell the bank that you are going to ready to sell it. So you can also be a middleman here. So I want you guys to look into this very well. My husband is a real estate professional, and over the years I've learned this job by just understanding what he does. So we actually have a property company that has been registered for over, I think this is the 12th year. So we if you want any advice on properties, maybe in Abuja you want to buy properties, you want to do mortgage, contact me. If you check my community, you see my phone number. My Instagram handle is at mommy triplet plus one cooks. You can DM me. I'll give you details on how to go about all of this legally. You can have properties. You can see a house that is 50 million and target 100 million, and when the bank comes and they see that, they do the valuation. My husband is also a valuer. He does valuations for private and government establishments. So he's been doing valuation for over 17 years. So you can see that he travels even to the north. Before we got married, he's always traveling to do one valuation or the other. He just finished one valuation in one of the northern states, and he does valuations even in Abuja. So if you have a property you want to buy and you need a valuer, contact me and I'll let my husband know, so he will get everything. If you want legal advice, let us know. We'll put all of that together for you. So now that you know that you don't need all the money to buy houses in Nigeria, and aside me telling you about how you can get mortgage, I also told you how you can own properties without having the money directly. So I hope this video made sense to you. If it did, please give us a thumb up, share the video, like, subscribe, and do not forget to leave a wonderful comment. This video will actually help a lot of people, so please keep sharing.